how to ban fractional reserve lending. First of all, is fractional reserve lending fraudulent? Well, I don't really, I'm not going to get into that. Well, the thing is, but the thing is, we do have fractional reserve lending now. Fractional reserve lending means if the bank has $1,000, it lends out. I don't know exactly, but I think, but I think only 10% you have to keep in reserves. So bank has $1,000, it lends out $10,000 in loans. So is that fraud? Well, some people, libertarians, think it's fraud, and you know, even in libertarian land, fraud isn't allowed. So how are you gonna enforce that without a government? So even libertarians think having like some kind of small government or private army and things like that. They believe in private court. So I don't know how that works. Anyway, so the way I see how it could get banned is basically, you know, say I want to start libertarian land, okay? So I basically have to get access to a piece of land, and then I have to make arrangements to defend that land, okay? Because if you can't defend your land, others are gonna, either USA or whoever is gonna come and steal from you and take that land from you. So so basically you have to first find the land and then be able to defend that land. And how do you defend it? You basically fund your own army. And who gets to be the boss of the army? Whoever has the most power. Okay, really, that really comes down to it. So I was going to say whoever pays the army gets to be the one in power. But if you go into an area with a bunch of gold or whatever, I guess you can go in there with a bunch of Bitcoin and pay your army with Bitcoin. But if the army takes that Bitcoin, who's in power? So basically, I'm just going to say whoever's in power gets to be the boss of libertarian land. So then you let people in, and based on whatever resources they're contributing, they get to the say they have to say, the power they have in libertarian land basically is determined by the power that you can project monetarily or physically or with the guns that you have. Is how I see how this could work out. And whoever's in power in that libertarian land gets to decide if fractional reserve lending is fraud or not. Is really the only way. So if the people in power in libertarian land say fractional reserve isn't fraud and we get to have it, then we get to have it. So is that what we have now? So I feel like, I don't know if it's fraud or not. I don't know if it's fraud or not. But fractional reserve lending leads to booms and busts. So we have booms and then we have busts. I know that. And why do we need that? We don't need that. So I'm gonna come out against fractional reserve lending, but I have no power to stop it.